Hey guys. Okay, here's an example of CE5 with the ETs. So I'm out here making videos of my UFO sightings, experiences I've just had. I'm posting them, and I'm gonna post them. So I'm in this car, which is my boss's car, doing videos, so it's quiet. And I watched a hockey game last night against Pittsburgh. We won 5-2. And the Leafs. Then I thought, okay, I'm gonna go to the car tomorrow. I gotta use her car. So I think of some UFO stuff that happened to me, so I can remember it and talk about it tomorrow in the car. So I'm sitting around and I'm thinking about UFOs. I'm just thinking about all my experiences I had and what was the next one in order as it happened back in the 70s, right? Because you got to think. There's a lot that happened, and I got to think about it. So I was going over them all in my head, thinking about it for about a half an hour while I'm doing the dishes and stuff. And then I went to bed. I put my earplugs in, laid down. As soon as I hit the pillow, I could hear the sound of crickets in my head. And the sound of crickets happens when the ETs hook up to me, spiritually hook up to me, and come towards me, right? Or they're staring at me, going, what's he want? They're saying to themselves, okay, Rich is thinking, I'm hooking up to them. When I was thinking about what I was going to make a video of tomorrow, I was spiritually hooking up to them, to their spirit. And I forgot about what I was doing. I lay down and go to bed, and here's the ETs going, what does he want? And so I'm hearing these crickets, and I'm like, oh fuck, here they come. Right? So I'm thinking, it's just they're just checking me out to find out what I wanted. And so I ignored it and rolled over, went to bed. I woke up in the middle of the night around 1:30, and had a dream. I can't remember, it was stupid. And I woke up in the night, I'm laying there, and I could hear the ETs again. They weren't far away. I couldn't pinpoint them. I wasn't hooking up in response to them because I have nowhere to do CE5s to spend an hour a day looking up in the sky. I have to order it up ahead of time. But what I'm trying to say is, whenever I think about ET stuff or I'm telling my stories, I'm automatically spiritually hooking up to them. And they'll respond back saying, what's he want? It takes a little time, but that's an example of CE5, involuntary CE5. So whenever I'm thinking of the ETs, my spirit is hooking up, saying, whatever, I'm hooking up. They know that automatically because they're not in duality. Okay? In duality, I mean, they're complete. Mind, physical, mind, and spirit. They're complete. They don't have to go, what am I feeling? What was that? I'm feeling something. They just know, what's Rich want? What does Rich want? He's hooking up to us, what's he want? So they'll hook up. They don't even have to meditate, they just hook up and find out what you want. Or what are you doing? Why are you talking about us? That's what I'm saying. And that's how you do CE5. Now, do that in a conscious level with your mind and set it up at 12 o'clock the next day to film them at a certain spot. And then go out there and film it. That's the difference. So I do involuntary sort of CE5. You can call it CE5, but it's just hooking up, right? You're just hooking up to the ETs. You hook up to your mom, your dad, your relatives all over. Why not hook up to the ETs? You hook up to birds. You can hook up to, with a creator, you know. You hook up to animals. You hook up. It's all in spirit. And there's no duality, man. Where we live in duality. Ego. There is no soul, there is no nothing, there's just this physical world. But if you bypass the ego and look through your spirit, you start catching on what's going on in the bigger picture. And that's what I'm making this video right now, is just this experience. Because I'm making videos in this car of what I thought about yesterday. I had to think about what I was going to make in the car. And I wrote them down, the experiences, 3 of them, of what I was going to say in videos I was going to make in this car. And then a little while later I go to bed and the ETs are responding. Now I haven't heard the ETs for weeks, but the one day I'm talking about them, the one day I'm thinking about them, of what I'm going to say on a video about them in a car, they're already hooking up in response to me even thinking about my past experiences. So as I'm thinking about my past experiences, I'm already hooking up to the ET guy. And he's like, yeah, what's he want? Oh, he's just remembering. That's how easy it is. If you take the ego out of the equation. Take the ego out of the equation, and we're all one. At different levels. The ETs, there's no division. So, this is just a little example of duality between the ego and the spirit and what happens. It's the same thing as you're sitting around the house talking about your mom. You and your brother, or you and your sister sitting around the house talking about your mom. Be her dead or alive. If she's alive, you're sitting around talking about her, and all of a sudden the phone rings and it's mom. What you doing? Right? And you're like, whoa, that's cool. Well, you're talking about her, you're hooking up to her. She feels it, and she responds. She don't know. Sometimes they don't know. They just, oh, I think I'm going to call my daughter. Or my son. Right? It happens all the time, all day long. But you don't catch it. Well, sometimes you catch it, and you're like, whoa, that's weird. Well, that's what happens. But on an ET level, also, it's no big thing. Well, ETs are pretty damn cool, but it's the same thing. Now, if your mom was dead and you're sitting around the table talking about her, and you're not spiritual, she's feeling it. She's up in heaven doing whatever she's doing, and you're talking about her. She's like, oh, you're talking about me again. Same damn thing. So there you go. Don't stress out about it, because that's how easy it is. And I'll get into this more in later videos, how to fine-tune yourself to them and make it better for you. Oh, it's another video, a meditation video, bypassing, breaking your ego. Alright, so this is an example of CE5, how you do CE5. Put that into context of how you want to do it. And I'll make another video of how I do it. Okay. Down to like specifics, how I learned how to do it. And how it works. And how to do it if you don't personally know any ETs. So that's a whole different scenario. But hang in there. I'll make them as fast as I can. I got a lot. I got 4 to load today for videos. Okay, later.